Good afternoon, Sava here from Football Heritage TV. Happy Monday to all of you. Today's video, Postecoglou's first press conference as Spurs manager. What did he have to say? What were the quotes? What did he answer about Harry Kane? We'll get into it. Also, Vlahovic talks today from Talk Football that Vlahovic is on the radar at Tottenham and Man U and Chelsea, but apparently Spurs have been alerted to a possible 55 million coup for the Juventus striker. Also, Fabrizio Romano this morning has confirmed still no Tapsoba bid. Spurs, what are you doing? Let's get into it, shall we? This is your daily snippet with Football Heritage TV and me, Sava. So, good afternoon. Yes, so Ange Postecoglou has held his first press conference as Tottenham Hotspur manager. He knew it, I knew it, you knew it, we all knew it, Kane knew it. Everyone knew that the conversation would quickly steer down the road of Harry Kane, the Bayern Munich bids, and will he be a Tottenham Hotspur player next year? But Ange Postecoglou looked calm, he looked cool, he looked relaxed, he looked happy to be there, and he took it all in his stride. He had some wonderful, wonderful quotes, and here is a selection of them. I was very impressed, to be honest. I thought he handled himself well. I think he talks like a man that knows this is a long project. He talks like a man that knows what he's let himself in for. This is what he said. In regards to Harry Kane, he has said, I haven't had any assurances. With these things, you're never talking indefinites or certainties. But what I know is right now, Harry Kane is part of the squad. He's looking forward to coming back to training, getting amongst the players, and we start working together. I've no doubt that Kane wants to be here. Now, big words from Postecoglou, big words, because if he doesn't stay, it will come back to bite him. But what else is he going to say? Harry Kane's on holiday. He's not back at the club until Wednesday of this week. What else was he going to say? The answer was always going to be cool, calm, and diplomatic. Of course he wants Harry Kane to stay. Who wouldn't want Harry Kane to stay? He's one of the greatest strikers in world football. He's one of the greatest strikers the Premier League has ever seen. He's Spurs' top goal scorer of all time. He's England's top goal scorer. Of course he's going to say that. Whether it happens or not is a different matter. In regards to other things, he also said this. He was questioned about the step up in challenge from the Scottish Premier League to the English Premier League. And I thought he handled those questions brilliantly as well. He said, every position I've had has needed something of a rebuild. The reason I'm here is because the club is looking for change. What's important in the long term goes beyond individuals. It's more about overriding philosophy on who we want to be as a team and the key people within that. Now, obviously, that last section was when asked about players that were coming, players that were going, and he said there's going to be a lot of activity between now and the end of the window. He said, naturally, like other clubs, players will come, players will go. That's the way it is. He said these players are having a chance at the moment to see what he's like. He's having a chance to see what they're like. But I like what he's saying. It's about philosophy. It's something we haven't had for years, a philosophy. That was really pleasing for me to hear personally. I can't speak for all Spurs fans, but for me personally, very pleasing to hear Ange Postecoglou talk about philosophy and who we want to be long term. In regards to something of a rebuild, let's be fair. When any manager goes to a club, why are they going there? It's not often you go to a club off the back of them winning loads of things with a brilliant squad. It's because performances haven't been going well. Results haven't been going well. Something's not right within the squad. You've been losing loads of games. The fans have lost confidence. You've lost the dressing room. So I think Postecoglou is of that age where he's old and wise enough and experienced enough to know this now. And he gave great answers for me. What did you think about the press conference? Have you seen it? What did you make of it? I'll leave that one with you, but please leave your comments. In regards to other news, Tapsoba. We're going to hear that name. We've heard that name for 2 weeks solid now. And Fabrizio Romano this morning came out, and it almost feels like Groundhog Day, doesn't it? This is what Fabrizio Romano has said. Yeah, this is what Fabrizio Romano said about Tapsoba, if I can find it. Tottenham are still considering Edmund Tapsoba as a top target, but no official bid yet. While talks will continue for both Tapsoba and Van de Ven this week. Final decision on new centre-back will depend also on asking price, stroke negotiations with Leverkusen and Wolfsburg. Now, I'm sure you'll agree with me on this. The key word there for me is considering. So 2 weeks later, after initial conversations with the club, we are considering buying Edmund Tapsoba. This is Tottenham Hotspur all over. This is Tottenham Hotspur in a transfer market 101. If he is your number one choice, why has a bid not been put in? The second part of that was worrying was it will depend on the asking price and the negotiations. Well, of course, every transfer depends on the asking price and depends on what negotiations happen. Are we just seeing Levy tactics? Some people are suggesting that we're using Van de Ven and Tapsoba as a smokescreen so that when we go and get lesser centre-halves, people always go, well, at least we got centre-halves and we tried to go for the better centre-halves. Other people see it for what it is. Daniel Levy being Daniel Levy. If Tapsoba is your number one target, go and get him. If he's your number one target, it's for a reason. It's for the qualities he brings. It's for the standard of defending he brings. That's not going to be cheap. So when fans go, oh, but he's not worth 40, he's not worth 45, he's not worth 50. What centre-backs do you want? Come on, Spurs, get this done. And next time I see Romano give an update on Van de Ven or Tapsoba, wouldn't it be absolutely lovely for that to be an actual update of Spurs have bid? Spurs have bid. It just really, really, really frustrates me. I'm sure it frustrates you. Also, we look at Dusan Vlahovic as well. Reports coming from a number of sources, including Talk London and Team Talk Football, have said that Tottenham are banging down the door for deadly Serie A striker as Postecoglou battles Man U and Chelsea. Now, a real crazy title there that we're banging down the door when we can't even bid for Tapsoba. But how much of it is true? Can Spurs attract a player of Dusan Vlahovic ability? Says here that he's going to go for 55 million and that Juventus are willing to listen to bids for the player. Apparently, he's wanted to join the Premier League for years. But Man U and Chelsea also need strikers, also looking at Dusan Vlahovic. Now, I suppose this begs the question, doesn't it? Would Dusan Vlahovic, A, join Spurs? B, would he join Spurs? Surely he only joining Spurs as some form of Kane replacement. C, will Spurs spend that much money on a player? And D, can we outbid? Can we outprice? Can we outpromise Chelsea and Man United? Sadly, I think the answer to all those questions is no. I don't believe that if we were in a bidding war against Man U, against Chelsea, I can't see, you're going to call me negative, I can't see for any reason at all why Dusan Vlahovic would pick Tottenham Hotspur over those two clubs. But are these reports real? Do we want Vlahovic? Is this purely speculation? Kane might be going 2 and 2 equals 5 on this occasion. 2 and 2 equals 4. Who knows? What do you make of the Vlahovic links? He's been at Juventus for a year and a half now. He has played 42 league games, scoring 17 league goals with another 3 assists. So that's 1 in 2 for goal contributions. Just under 1 in 2 for goal contributions from Dusan Vlahovic. Is he this great striker that people thought? Why do Juventus want to let him go? Why does he want to leave Juventus? All of these different things come up. Hey, it is what it is. Off the back of this as well, it is worth mentioning that Manor Solomon is at Tottenham having a medical. He is having his medical today, and it looks like we are going to get the free transfer over the line. He comes in, he adds good squad depth, he adds some trickery, he adds a few goals, and more importantly for Daniel Levy, he's on a free transfer. It looked like it was going to be Solomon or Barnes for a period of times. Now it looks like Harvey Barnes is going to join Newcastle United to bolster their squad for the Champions League season. But Manor Solomon, it looks like, is edging closer to being a Tottenham Hotspur player. So food for thought there, people. We've got Postecoglou from his press conference also talking about Harry Kane being one of the best players in the world, and that's why he wants him here, of course. We've got Tapsoba, no bid. Vlahovic, are we going to bid? Is anyone going to bid for him? And then we've got Manor Solomon completing his medical. Never dull at Spurs. I'm sure it's going to constantly be busy. Lots of rumours, hopefully lots of goings out, hopefully lots of coming ins. Let's see what happens. All in all, please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you later on. I will be live with Rants and Bants at 6 p.m. UK time. Join us on his channel, Rants and Bants. See you later, everyone. Take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.